Without a single inch of doubt, there are people who walk amongst us whose only goal in life is to be a douchebag. There are people who walk amongst us whose only sole goal is to scam other people out of their hard-earned money. Back in 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Black Lives Matter became a very popular movement. It became so big that you will think it's a religion. People were talking about Black Lives Matter everywhere in the world. I mean, it was so big that people in India, you know how much people in India don't really talk about things that happen in the US and things that concerns black people. But people in India were basically talking about Black Lives Matters. So this movement has still stayed around. They've been instrumental in dealing with a lot of things when it deals with black people in America. It's hard to understand why if you don't live in America or you're not a black person, you don't live in America. But of course, this is a very serious issue. And during the time when Black Lives Matter became very big, one of the things this particular movement is known for is donation. We had people all across the world that weren't just talking about it, but also donating. And Black Lives Matter movement became very rich. Basically, they became extremely rich, and behind the money is a couple of people. Of course, these Americans who are very good at activism, they were in charge of the Black Lives Matter money. Now, we've had a couple of reports. There've been a couple of them that have been indicted for fraud. I mean, it's crazy. How do you fraudulently take the money of a movement that is meant to save black people? Now, in case you think I'm capping, let's check out this news. So, Oklahoma City Black Lives Matter leader indicted on embezzlement, money laundering charges. I mean, this is not from my own news media, but from Oklahoma Voice. Now, this is the lady in question. Her name is Tashela Sherry Amor Dickerson. I mean, the name alone is too long. That is a red flag. Why does she have 4 names? Is she hiding something? Now, let's read the story. Now, she's the executive director of Oklahoma City's chapter of Black Lives Matters. And she's been accused of embezzling more than $3 million. I mean, it's a lot of money. I probably won't end that in a couple of years, except my YouTube channel blows up. $3 million she's been accused of embezzling. So prosecutors have said BLM OKC Executive Director Tashela Sherry Amor Dickerson, she's 52 years old, deposited at least $3.15 million in her return bail checks into her personal account. Now, the story behind it is, during the time that Black Lives Matter movement was everywhere, we've got a couple of people who were actually accused of causing destruction. We had some people who looted, but it's not about the looting guys now. We're talking about people who came out and do proper activism. During that period, due to how the American structure is, some of them were arrested, which is normal. Now, the money that was being donated, the idea of this money is to make sure that these guys are able to make bail. Now, let me read just straight in the story so I don't start creating a narrative that isn't there. We need to read it directly from the story. Now, the Black Lives Matter had raised funds to post pre-trial bail for people arrested during racial justice protests in Oklahoma City after 2020 murder of George Floyd. And this indictment said much of the money was properly used as at that time. So, like I said, most of the money were properly used. They were giving bail to the people they are meant to post bail for. Now, this is where the twist comes in. However, when a person's case was adjudicated, so basically, one of the judges had decided you're not guilty, you can go home, we don't have any reason to be holding you. And the money has been returned to Black Lives Matter, because after bail, if whatever you post for bail will be returned to you when your case has been settled. Instead of creating a revolving fund for people who couldn't pay bail in the future, the US Department of Justice alleges that Dickerson deposited it into her personal accounts and into those of a company she controlled. So that is entire fraud. she was using the money for her personal use. Now, let's talk about what exactly she used the money for, because it was stated. Now, the indictment also said that support was not used to secure the person's release from jail as donors intended. Instead, the money was used to pay for recreational travels to the Caribbean, a personal vehicle, a 6 real estate purchases. I mean, she's a baller, man. And tens of thousands in retail spending. I mean, this lady, she is a crook. She is a crook. If you're looking for a crookology, this is the lady you need to be looking for, because I will never understand the idea behind using such amount of money or using money allocated for such cause for your own personal use, basically. Now, this isn't the first person that has been indicted. There's been a couple of people, like I said originally, for things relating to Black Lives Matters, or rather, people that are using money that have been donated for bigger cause for their own personal use. Now, another guy that has been arrested or that was indicted, I think this happened last year, late last year. This guy named Sir Major Page. He was 35 years old then. So the same guy had been convicted of wire fraud and money laundering for defrauding donors of more than $450,000. And the idea why people were actually donating the same money is because they understood the Black Lives Matter cause and they really wanted to donate. And this guy stole most of the money, basically. He was pretending to people he's using the money for some things happening, and he was basically lying. So these are people that we need to be worried about when we are doing our donations and when we are giving. Because personally, I don't do a lot of donations, and not because I don't give, but rather I need to know where my money is going, basically. I try to, if I know whosoever needs the money, I'll give it to them directly. But rather, I'm paying at a convenience store and someone say, give 0.45 pound or dollar for charity. I mean, you could be a billionaire on an island telling me to donate my 0.45 pound to you when you're balling, and I'm here just trying to survive. You know what I mean? So you guys tell me what you think about stories like this. Do you think these are just few bad eggs, or you think it's way more popular for things like this to happen when it comes to donation? I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a couple of things from it. I'll see you another time. Peace.